Hi everybody, it's Teresa with Indigo Moon Arts, and I'm going to show you something really quick and easy. This should be like a 5-minute video, hopefully, if all goes well. It's a couple things what I'm working on today. I'm going to be doing a tutorial very soon showing you how to texture a bottle, make it really look aged, and I just wanted to show you this is how we start with it. I haven't put the image on yet, but you can see I already have started the texture process right here. See it? Kind of cool? Yeah, kind of neato. So anyway, I'm working on that. I'm going to do a tutorial on that. It's like a 6-step process. It takes a lot. It's fun though, and it really turns out beautiful. Right now, just taking 5 minutes to show you using a little bit of modeling paste. I don't know where my camera is. I'm trying to get this up on here. Maybe I need some light. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to show you some putting on a stencil on the back of a bottle. You can put one anywhere, but it only requires a couple things. A bottle that is primed. So all we did was, we've already primed this bottle. I did an experiment and it's already not working, which is fine. Which was I did not put the Mod Podge on before I put the paint on, and I wanted to see what kind of cause and effect that had. So anyway, it works. The Mod Podge, I guess, just works as well. So anyway, all we need is you need a stencil. Okay, I bought these on Amazon. They're just Mandala stencils. I have another group that are smaller I bought, which are flowers, I think, and dragonflies. Got these at off Amazon as well. And so I'm just experimenting, as I do. And so anyway, you need a stencil, whatever size, and you need some masking tape or painter's tape. And if you use masking tape, there's different levels of stickiness. Mine is very unsticky, so you don't want to pull the paint right back off of your bottle, so make sure it's a lightweight adhesive. We take the stencil, and these are nice stencils. They're fairly thick versus, like I had another one I can't even use that I bought. I'll show you. You know, and you don't know if you're doing online mail order kind of thing, you won't know. But like this type of stencil's basically useless. I mean, you know, it's like, I don't know who would use this, maybe for a wall or a flat surface, but this doesn't work well on bottles because all the innards pop up and it just doesn't work. So you need a nice thick stencil that you can put down on the bottle. These are brand new, so that's what I did. I didn't want to go over top of the lettering, which is why I put it on where I put it on. And you also want to make sure that your bottle is level. Like, you know, I can tell it's even. So, you know, be careful how you put it on the bottle as far as position. Is it in the center? Is it aligned up correctly? Okay, then the only other two things I need once I have my primed bottle, my light adhesive masking tape, the stencil of my choice. You need a palette knife of plastic, metal, doesn't matter. Can be any kind. I use these like with great frequency. I have tons of them. This one might be better. I've used this in the past, but it's now bent a little. They're a dollar store item. But anyway, I'm going to use this one today, and I'm going to use the modeling paste. And all I'm going to do is open the modeling paste. I've used it before. Take off the cap and watch the dry stuff. And then I am going to throw that away. And then the modeling paste is pretty much, it's like, it's like a really, really thick icing kind of a thing, if you can see that. And I'm just going to take a little glob. I'm going to put it on the back of my palette knife. A nice heaping, just like you're icing a cake, really. And I'm going to take my bottle, and I'm just going to start off the stencil and pull it as evenly as I can. Go back for more paste. I'd rather put on too much and then take it back off than not enough. This should be, just trying to find enough to work with here. You can kind of tell by how it's going in the cracks if you're doing it well or correctly. And you want to hit it all so you don't leave any piece of it behind. And then you're just like, sort of like icing a cake. You're going over it, really thin layers. Try to make sure you don't go off your stencil. It's just this simple. You know, you're going to go over it a couple times. You're just going to make sure that to your eye, everything is filled in, okay? That's it. It's that simple. Smooth it out. Sometimes it takes a minute to just make sure it's on all even and that it's, when you pull it off, you kind of got one shot at this, you know? So down here, I need a little bit more in this corner, you can tell. And I'm just pulling really lightly, making sure my entire image is covered. I really can't see anything popping through. Right there, I just pulled it back off. Kind of go back and get that right there. And you can see, now I don't want it to start drying. That's going to be one little problem area, right? Okay. There we go. You can see, now I can actually see it. Looks pretty good to me. Yeah. I'm just going over it real evenly. Okay, and then we're going to take it off. That is it. Looking up close, see if you can see what I've done here. Put it down, and clean my palette knife off, wipe it. It's that easy. Put my stuff back on. You really only get one shot at this, so when I take it off, it's done. I mean, you can't really patch it. It's too loose. You might be able to do something after it dries if you're unhappy, but you really can't touch it while it's wet, and I do need to put that lid on better. So then all I'm going to do is from one side, I'm going to pull up my tape, because as soon as I do this on a round bottle, it's going to pop up. See what happens? And you're going to take it off in one direction. However you do it, try to do it nice and easy, and just take it off in one direction. That's it. I'm going to clean that off in my sink. But there's your mandala. I will tap these down a little bit because they're at the edge of my bottle. And it's kind of cool. I'm going to let it dry. You could sand this down a little bit if you wanted to, but let it dry. It's going to take a minute to dry. I usually let it dry overnight. I haven't read the instructions. We could do that. We could actually see what it says, how long it says to let it dry. It says prepare, apply, let it dry initially, then allow 24 to 48 hours. So when I do bottles, I work on multiples, and this is it. That's it. That's that simple. You can clean and reuse your stencil. Just go wash it off in the sink. But again, right now, the most important thing is letting it dry. You could do this with small stencils, big stencils, front of the bottle, back of the bottle. I will show you what happens with it in a little while. You'll see the finished bottle. Let me see. I'll show you one that I did, if you hang on one second, and how beautiful it turned out. This was a completed bottle that has the stencil on the back. See that? See how pretty that turned out? Very pretty. So you can it's just an enhancement. I especially like them on the back because I don't put other images on the back. But that's all. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye. Love.